Hi, hello, and how are you? Hopefully great. If not, we love you. What is our topic today? What is our topic today? What is our what is our video? What's our video channel? Simply 522.33. My name is Jerome, and
I'm Erica. Hi, guys.
what is our mission here, Erica?
To help, just simply put, life is so complex and it takes so much, and there's so many lessons to take. And if you can take anything from anyone else without learning it yourself, those are especially better. I didn't say that right. My apologies there. But
Then how would you say it?
they are so much better learning from somebody else than learning through your own situation. Even though humans, we all go through our trials and we
But
have this thing to where we have to learn ourselves. But sometimes when you're going through it, if you can remember a phrase that was said while you're going through it, it tends to help. Like, oh, I'm not alone. No, definitely not.
right, okay, that's good. So, what is the mission that we're gonna try to accomplish with doing these videos and
There's a
all
few
that?
missions in there. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
What do you think? What do you guys think? No, but really, what do you think? It doesn't matter.
I know.
It'd be all right. So, I say we're going to start this series off of kind of like reacting to um,
Quotes?
quotes. Yeah, see, brain fart. See, you come out of the gym and now you got all these endorphins going. So it's pretty crazy. Anyways, so we have a quote here. She's going to read it, and then we're going to kind of go through it together as a married couple and kind of see what we gathered from it and see what's implemented and what's not implemented in our life.
So the verse of the day is by Barbara DeAngelis, and she states, "Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. It isn't something that you get. It's something you do. It's the way you love your partner every day."
Okay.
It's a noun, not a verb. So,
What's the
or
verb?
I'm sorry, it's not a noun, it's a verb, meaning it's not just a title, it's a whole years and years and years.
So it's action. It's
Action,
literally
yeah.
action. So
Action.
marriage is work
Yes.
on a daily basis or a yearly basis or
Hour.
minute, hour. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Hour.
that's what I would say. I say that it's every hour on the hour, every minute on the minute, every second of the second, and paying attention to what you're saying and paying attention to what you're doing and making sure the
Not
other
reacting when you feel like you need to, or reacting when you don't feel like you need to.
right, and not trying to highlight somebody else's insecurities and trying to beat them down on a daily, and that doesn't help anything. And that's something that I was guilty of back in the day, and still sometimes to this day, I still do that because I'm insecure about something about myself, and yet I want her to feel the same insecurity, and then I dig myself a hole. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that do the same thing, and it doesn't have to be like that. So it's really the way to get away from that is to be cognizant of what you are doing, paying attention to you and studying you before you react. And it's going to be hard at times, but it's going to take time to retrain your brain, to rewire your brain in order to be that better husband, that better partner for your wife. I mean, I truly 100% believe that. And she can attest to that. I'm not perfect. I still have issues. I still try to dig holes, and I do it, but I feel like I'm doing it less. Am I?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Okay, see. It just takes work, guys. I mean, it takes a lot of work. But on like a female perspective, what do you think? That
Oh,
quote to
same.
you.
Same. It's like we can react and we don't even try to react. We can.
Look
I
at the
know. I
camera.
know. I'm camera shy, guys.
For what? Who's on
'Cause
the
I
other side
am,
of that
okay.
camera? It's just the camera.
Well, I'm facing this way too. Maybe I should scoot a little bit more forward.
No,
But no, for the female side, it's like I think all females are OCD to a certain level. So if things aren't how we see it, we tend to react like, oh my gosh, or like when you're having one of your moments, I have to tell myself to shut up and let you go on,
And for
because
some
hopefully
reason-
you'll come back.
Whew. And for some reason, it's hard for men to shut up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a hard time
They
trying
say
to shut up.
females talk too much, and I'm emphasizing this, but they say females talk too much. But I mean, yeah, we talk a lot, but
I'm a immediate gotta fix it. So
yeah.
there goes my words. I just start blabbing the mouth, and I try to
It's like, no,
fix
taking
something
time back,
immediately.
understanding what you're saying before you say it.
And I think with that being said, I've actually got to know myself even better because I've actually taken some of the time just to realize,
Reflect.
wow, okay, why did I react like that? Why did
Mm-hmm.
I say those words? I mean, that's completely my issue. That's the internal issues that I'm having within myself. So why did I just put that upon her, and why did I just point my fingers at her and made it seem like it was her fault? And aha, yeah, aha moment. Like, dude, you gotta really think about what you're doing, your reactions and all that. It's just crazy. You know, and there's no book out there. Oh, okay, there's probably plenty of marriage books, but
No
really,
marriage is
what
alike.
what do you? Okay, you can read a book and imagine how it's supposed to be, but when you set your standards and your expectations to that book and it doesn't go according to plan, oh my goodness, you're gonna unleash a side of you didn't even know that was there because now you're defeated, deceived,
Defeated. I think you
defeated.
got it
Is that
right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you feel
Because
like
you
you're being
expected something and now it's not there.
right.
Defeated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just letting yourself down by trying to compare yourself to this book or compare lifestyles, and you feel like you're doing everything right, but then your reaction towards that situation, guess what? You're not. So it's really hands on. There's no books. I mean, a good
Or it's
friend of
one-sided. You have one person really working at it and the other person it's just not. And those will flip throughout the whole marriage, I feel like, is.
no, it's like that. So it's how do you build unity? But one thing that I had a friend tell me, his name is Don, and he says a wife is supposed to bring the husband out of you, and then the husband is supposed to bring the wife out of the woman. And I truly believe that because I mean, it's a struggle to find that common ground, especially when you're two individuals and you're constantly changing. I mean, everybody changes. Everybody either grows or you get, it's like you'll grow, you'll advance yourself, you'll get to a point where you're at inside, and then waiting for the other one to catch up. But when you do it together and you realize that, that phrase right there, she brings the husband out of me, then it's like, oh, that's true. So really, my growth didn't just come from myself; it came from the unit. It came from both of us. You know, it's true. So you're not really ever outgrowing anybody. That's just something that you're putting in your own mind.
I feel like
100%.
couples do that a lot too.
That
I
is-
feel like it's because I've been watching all these. I feel like a lot of that's more like on the men's side and kind of reflecting
Yeah.
back in the past. It's like a woman, like yes, the husband brings out the wife out of the woman. So then we get into our duties as a good wife, quote unquote, everything we've been taught. At least what we can fathom that we've been taught. Keep everything in order, keep all the bills paid, the house taken care of, the husband taken care of, and everything else. And then so the men get time outside of the house to really kind of grow, and it's like the females growing too, because I mean we're trying to do self-growth, and the men on their side, they're trying to do self-growth, and I feel like you guys are growing separately, but it's like we have different
yeah.
missions.
100%.
There are different roles within a marriage, and I feel like that's really hard, and it's taken definitely, I feel like it's taken a lot of years to really understand, especially for a lot of people. When I look into other people too, it's like there are roles, and don't get lost in those roles. Going back to the quote, it's something that you do, it's the way you love. And one thing I feel like women lack on is like, I feel like we're in charge of a lot. Of course, real world, you don't see it, but hashtag to women's, you guys are awesome.
Hashtag the men. Men are awesome too. They're just
Yes,
they're a lot of these
provider,
men are,
protectors,
yeah.
but you guys get sucked into your roles too, and then you guys
yeah.
don't see
And I think
the rules of everything.
and this might go for women too. But
I was
men.
finishing
Oh,
off
okay.
with this really
I'm
strong.
sorry. Go for it.
So,
See.
so women.